Yeah. Oh god, my hand getting tired. Let's switch hands. Hunger does make anything taste nice. Hey guys, Colleen here. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to try out some new makeup today. Milk, L'Oreal, some Elf, some new beauty bakery. Today we're gonna do a wear test. I don't want to do a first impressions on these things. Ideally I would have liked to do a wear test on these products individually, but I don't know if I have that kind of time. Now I'm going to prime with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Let me just read what it says. It is a hemp derived cannabis extract and blue agave extract to activate all day hydration and hold. It's supposed to be oil free, silicone free, gluten free, cruelty free, paraben free, and vegan. Let me see. It has aloe water, cherry blossom, hyaluronic acid, vitamin B. I just find it interesting that the first thing they said is hemp derived cannabis. I'm like, what are you trying to sell to us, Milk? You're trying to say we junkies? So I'm just gonna pump out a bit. Thinking I'm going to use only this primer today. Usually I like to mix primers, but for the sake of knowing whether this could survive in Caribbean heat, I shall be doing just that primer. Right? Oh yeah. I don't think it will make it matte, but I'm hoping to God it doesn't have me looking like a pillory pot after a couple hours, because then I will just cry. I will just cry. So yeah. Ooh, it does feel tacky. A lot of people say it feels tacky. It is tacky to the touch. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear. Usually I like to do half with a brush and half with a beauty sponge, but I kind of press for time. So I'm just going to use a sponge for this. You know, so please do forgive me. It is very liquidy. And I got the shade Hazelnut. That's like 510. So let me just zoom in a little bit so you could see what's going on. But it's looking like a decent match here. A lot of y'all said in my last video that Pennywise started bringing in this shade. Feel sabotaged all the time, like looking for it all over the place, you know, for a while. Purchase it online and then poof, it's miraculously like available in store. I must be like, really all this sabotaging, man. So I'm just gonna take a damp beauty sponge and just pounce it in to the face. This foundation is buildable. I'd say it's medium coverage. The finish, okay, it's a little slightly more yellowy darker than me, but we could fix that. But It's not bad. Like, it doesn't feel heavy on the face, on my skin at all, and the finish is very satiny skin like. It reminds me a lot of the what's that one I did the other day, the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir, that one, the Vitalist one. Just drag it down a little bit, but I mean it's a decent match. So if you are my skin tone, and for those watching, I am a MAC NC 45, check out Hazelnuts. That's 510 in the L'Oreal. This is not bad, y'all. And for concealer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and they say this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, everybody is duping Tarte Shape Tape to the point where I don't think people use Tarte Shape Tape anymore. This retails for like $6 US, so if I could find something for $6 US that does the same thing as a $27 concealer, you know, rocket science there, that's simple maths. I'm going to use that, and I am going to use the shade Tan Sand. I do have Tan Latte here, but it pulls a little pinky, so peachy pinky, so I don't know, maybe I could make it work, but I like a bright yellow, you know, on the eye. So, and the doe foot is huge, just like Tarte. So I'm just gonna dot it in for now because she feels thick, and from what I have seen in terms of reviews on this bad boy, she is very matte. So I don't know how a very matte concealer is going to work with a very satin foundation, but we're gonna find out, right? Very nicely. I like. Yeah? Could put a little more, but let's just blend this out first. I'll put a little bit on my forehead. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on with my face. I'm going to put a little bit on the forehead because she's thick. She has thick arms. So it seems like a little of this goes a very long way, which is very good. This is definitely a thicker consistency than the ColourPop No Filter concealer. So those looking for like a very thick concealer, probably look at the e.l.f. So now y'all know Beauty Bakery Yellow Flower. I have used this time and time again, and this is a cassava powder or flour. I want to try out the plantain. I want to see if it is as good as, this is a little deeper than the cassava, right? It comes with a sifter there, which I like. I'm just gonna tap out some product, and this is what the yellow looks like, which is nice. This reminds me of the it reminds me of Sasha Buttercup powder without being coarse, you know. So I don't want too much of a bright under eye highlight. I ain't looking to razzle dazzle people today at the meeting. Not with my makeup, you know. So I'm just going to lightly set under my eyes. I'm not baking. Ooh. And putting the right amount of warmth back into my face. But your girl don't mind. This is not bad, guys. So the planting can work on my shade, especially for someone who does not want that very bright under eye highlight. I could understand that. I'm just put a little bit on the chin, by the mouth, smile lines. Oh, I'm looking cute. Oh, I'm looking cute. Guys. Feeling cute. Alright. Alright, let me go do my brows off camera, finish the rest of my face, and actually get dressed for the meeting and come right back. Okay, so this is the finished look for me. Sorry about that. Oof. Yeah, it's really hot. It's really hot today. It is now almost 10:30. It's 10:28. I will try to leave this on for the entire day. I will do check-ins, of course. Today is going to be a pretty long day for me. I have to go to the east and then can head back west, and yeah, so I really need to be skating out the door now. I basically had to cut the application short because I'm running low on time. But so far so good, right? She looks good. I'm looking good. Let's see if she holds up well. Okay guys, so it is now 1:23 in the afternoon. I'm heading back into Port of Spain from the east. Had a good meeting this morning. Ran a little late, but it certainly was very promising. I'm driving in a lot of traffic. There were moments where I did step out into the blazing heat. It is scorchingly hot in Trinidad. Right now I have on my AC on 3, right? The office I had a meeting in, the AC wasn't working too well, so as you can see, a little bit of shine on my nose is popping up, which is normal because for me, my T-zone is my trouble spot in terms of oils, but everything else looks good for the most part. So the foundation is holding up pretty well, the primer is holding up pretty well. I have a couple steps to make. One of them I have to meet up with a good friend of mine to collect something from her, but that's a little later on. That's like in 3 hours time, 2.5 to 3 hours time. But I do have to make a couple of steps, including get lunch. I just had a doubles today for breakfast. I know it's bad, but yeah, I have to get lunch. So let me organize that now, and I'll do another check-in for you guys to see how my makeup holds up. Okay, so I'm going there now. I have to drive. Okay, so I switched seats with my friend there. He just went to buy something. I'm having lunch on the go. I know, not very healthy, but the foundation and the primer is looking nice. I mean, lipstick is gone as Burger King. Back home, and I am shiny, but it's not like a bad shiny. So in terms of the foundation, I give this a solid like 8.5 to a 9 because it works pretty well under our conditions, and it's a good match. And it's drugstore, y'all. It's drugstore. This is probably like under 100 TT in Pennywise, you know. And then as it relates to the primer, if you do have the coin for this, I would highly recommend this. But of course, again, primers and foundations are personal preference. I mean, your skin may not be like mine, but I am happy I got this primer. To me now, it actually lives up to the hype, and I would give this again a solid 8.5 to a 9. You know, it doesn't have me like caked up and you know, like cakey, but at the same time I don't look like if I rub my face in a double spot. Like, I am not overly greasy, you know, and it held my makeup. Most importantly, all the rubbing of my face and whatnot, my makeup is still there. And I know for myself, usually there's certain spots where the makeup rubs off first, and that's my nose and my chin, because those are areas I'm always touching on my face. But I am very, very impressed, y'all. And also to the e.l.f. concealer, it has not creased terribly. So even though it's very matte and very thick, I guess once you blend it in well and you don't use an excessive amount, like I didn't use an excessive amount, and I usually could go a little overboard with my my concealers, but this one I just dotted on a little bit and it just blended out like a dream. And also the Beauty Bakery, I mean, I would have reviewed this many times before and spoke about this many times before on my channel, but for those who are new, I would highly recommend this. Now, the one I did use, end up using, I use one of the newer shades, which is the Plantain. And again, it just melted into the skin, so I don't look powdery and cakey. I'm not going for the powdery cakey look. But yeah, and basically that is it for this video review, this wear and tear. Thank you so very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment in the comment section below, and subscribe. And just a little reminder that I do have a giveaway going on for this, which I just reviewed, right? You get a chance to experience it for yourself, you know, and let me know if basically you experience the same things I experienced when I tried out this primer today. That giveaway is closing on the 23rd of June, which is the next weekend, so you still have some time, right? And yeah, that's basically it for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it helped you in some way in deciding which of these products that I did feature, whether you're considering it or not. And until the next time, bye guys.